say good, and then there's silence. Does that sound familiar? Here's something many professionals underestimate. Small talk isn't really small. Those quick conversations in the meeting, before the meeting, in the hall, at networking events, that's often where the professional relationships begin. Today, I'm going to give you simple strategies to help you start those conversations, keep them going, and avoid the awkward silence. And stay tuned to the end because you could request my free workplace small talk survival guide. Look for the link in the description. If small talk makes you feel uncomfortable, here's the good news. You don't have to become the most outgoing person in the office, and you don't need perfect English. You just need a few simple strategies. Because the goal of small talk isn't to impress people, it's to connect with them. So let's go back to that question. How was your weekend? Instead of just saying good, give the other person something they can respond to. Try something like this. It was good. I spent some time with my family. How about you? Here's the simple formula. So you answer, give some detail, and ask them a question. Let's try another one. How's your day going? Instead of just saying fine, you could say, pretty good. I've been working on a new project this morning. How about you? So you just turned a dead-end answer into a conversation. Another strategy is to have a few safe conversation topics ready. You don't need an incredibly interesting topic. Some of the easiest ones are weekend plans, hobbies, sports, work projects, or the weather. And if you live in Canada, you will never run out of weather to talk about. Did you see how much snow we got? Looks like we're finally getting some sunshine. Keep it simple, natural, and low pressure. But here's an important mistake to avoid. Don't turn small talk into an interview. So if someone asks you, what do you do? How long have you worked here? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? Question after question after question could start to feel like interrogation. Instead, ask a question, listen carefully to their answer, and ask a follow-up question. And if someone says, I went hiking this weekend, don't immediately change the subject. Ask, oh, where did you go? Or how was it? Do you like to hike? Or how often do you hike? One answer can give you several opportunities to continue the conversation naturally. If you never know what to talk about, remember one simple word, Ford. F is for family. You could ask questions about their family. Do they have kids? O is for occupation. You could ask what they enjoy most about work. R is for recreation. Always an interesting topic. What do you like to do outside of work? And D is for dreams. You might ask them if there's somewhere they'd love to go or travel, or what goals they're working toward. You don't need to memorize 50 questions or conversation starters. Just remember the 4 categories: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. And here's one of the easiest communication strategies you could use almost anywhere. Tell me more. So if someone tells you something interesting, really? Tell me more. Or try, how did that go? What was it like? How did you get started? What did you enjoy the most about it? Great conversationalists don't always have more interesting things to say. They're simply better at showing interest in what the other person is trying to say. And here's a career tip I want you to remember. The next time you're waiting for a meeting to start, don't automatically pull out your phone. Look around. Those 2 or 3 minutes before a meeting could be valuable relationship building time. Try something like, how's your week been? Have you been busy lately? Or are you working on anything interesting right now? Ask some questions, make some conversations. And although these conversations may seem small, over time you're building familiarity, relationships, trust. And those relationships matter. Of course, professional small talk also means understanding boundaries. Unless you know someone well, be careful with sensitive topics like politics, religion, personal finances, workplace gossip, and complaints about coworkers or highly personal questions. You don't need controversial questions to build a strong professional relationship. Keep your early conversations positive, respectful, and easy. So, again, here's your challenge for this week. Start one conversation with someone at work. But here's the important part, ask them 3 follow up questions. Don't worry about saying something brilliant. Practice being curious. And if your English isn't your first language, don't spend the entire conversation worrying about whether every sentence is grammatically perfect. Just listen, respond, ask, and connect. Because people are much more likely to remember how you made the conversation feel rather than if you made a grammatical mistake. And if you're thinking, Samar, I need the actual questions, I've got you. I created a workplace small talk survival guide with conversation questions, small talk questions you could use, the Ford method, topics to avoid, and even challenges you could practice with. So visit my page or use the link in the description to request your free small talk survival guide. And remember my rule, don't just download it, use it. Choose 5 questions that sound natural to you. Practice saying them out loud. Then use at least one in a real conversation this week. If you want to communicate with more confidence, subscribe to Speak Up, Level Up Your Career. Look for more tips and suggestions, strategies that you could use. Because sometimes career opportunities don't begin in a job interview. They begin in a boardroom. Sometimes they begin with a simple conversation. Start talking, start connecting. Speak up, level up your career.